He woke up in bed the days before and his life in had. His wife next to him spread this room and his family were life him led. He walked through joy and dread. He made a living, brought home bread. He had enemies and a few he called friends. But that day he laid restless in bed. It was as if he remembered what one said, that one day he would face his end, would take away the life he upheld. Messenger told him he would comprehend. He stood up and stared at his wife. He remembered the companionship of a life. In his life, he only listened to one advice. It is permanency you have to strive. He only believed in something he saw with his own eyes. He never asked for fate and its price. Some days he lived through deception and lies. The fate of man and their demise. They believe you can't change thrown dice. He lived on earth without conscience bite. But no one is prepared when destiny strikes. He stared thoughtfully at his kids, the beacon of hope when his life skids. They grow so fast out of their cribs. This home and this life is his. He is for his family a superhero with wings. They don't fear anything when they close their eyelids. They are his world, that's what him uplifts. He learned to appreciate life's gifts. The life he made, it never wilts. But this feeling, he was out of his wits. He saw what was coming to him in a glimpse. He saw his end and the eclipse. He was restless and walked around. He walked this earth and heard his shoes sound. He had a life and love abound. He saw the gathering of one faithful cloud above the life corner where he lived and plowed. Everything got lost in this shadow, everything. He was proud. He walked restlessly and aimlessly in the crowd. He remembered the tears he never allowed, life's struggles, but his head he never bowed. He remembered the love and hope he vowed, but now his fate was read out loud. That day he wept for the first time, questioned his gods and his paradigm. I will lose everything that's mine. My world gets dark in the funeral chime. He felt his mind in decline. He couldn't find the strength to stand in line, the line of happiness that's mine. He didn't have for his end a dime. A life built after a perfect design, and its beauty had to be sublime. He lost himself in the maze that's divine. He tried to misread the one sign. He walked through his last days unsteadily. All his life He backpacked and he was ready. The human mind, its hope you can't bury. His incontrovertible faith lay on his chest heavy. His spirit couldn't live in his boundary. He said to himself, death can't chase me. He made up his mind to break free. He couldn't face up and wanted to flee. But then he stopped. That's when humans see, and he acknowledged this life is beyond me. He remembered the hero he's supposed to be. He started to make his peace with the divine degree. He sat back and faced the inevitable. That's when his world got stable. His end wasn't so bad and fatal. He could save himself from this dark tunnel. He would make his last days memorable. Time was made for him available. He decided he will write this last fable. He looked at his children's cradle. Agony let him feel a life's betrayal. Life is more than trapped frail. No word of one's life is special, and every moment you live is indispensable. He made his peace with the fate of man. He had a life in a lifespan. He lived according to a divine plan. For the last time he thought how it all began. He looked at his life deadpan. He remembered his family thought he's Superman. He had to be for them the strong man. All he could be and can. The last courage and pride of man. Before he left, he knew he had found Superman is just a man, and he made his peace with his end like an ordinary man.